girl power and welcome back to Fearless Fridays. So we're going to do an experiment today that I think is really going to show you guys how resilience and bravery, and fearlessness really comes in and pulls through. So we're going to start by introducing some guests, which our first guest today is COVID-19, which is currently a pandemic going on, which may have caused some anxiety and some worry for some of you guys. All right, so our next guest is online school. Now, online school is an effect of COVID-19 because, of course, we want all of you guys to be safe and dandy. Now, because of online school, it's something that we have to get used to, right? Maybe you guys are kind of getting the gist of it now. Maybe you miss having regular classes and actually going to campus. All right, by online school, next up is friendships. So again, because of our previous guest, which is online school, maybe you guys are missing your friends, are worried about what's next, are, just missing hanging out, and that's completely normal. All right, and our last guest today is change. And I just mean change in general. Again, it has to do with every single one of our previous guests. Pandemic, we are doing online school because of online school. Now we don't get to hang out with our friends, and maybe it's a little overwhelming for us all. So let's begin with our next step. All right, and for our next guest, that is going to be you in form of a bag. So remember that the bag represents you. Okay, now let's go on to our next step. Now I'm going to fill you guys up with some bravery, some courage, and some fearlessness. And done. So if I bring back our guest, which is COVID-19, and I were to try to puncture through all of that goodness, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think that it's just going to spill out and all the bravery is just going to be lost and forgotten about? Well, that's wrong, because as we see, COVID-19 could not break through us and could not break through our bravery and our worry and anxiety. Although it's still there, we are able to manage it, work through it, breathe, and take things one day at a time. All right, so our next guest, online school, which represents the idea of adjustment and trying to missing our regular schedules and missing hanging out with our friends. Now, online school is not going to get the best of us because we have resilience, right? So same thing with online school. It's not going to break us. Friendships. What's going to happen to friendships? Are we going to lose them forever? Nope, we sure aren't. What about change in general? It's scary. Are we going to be able to adjust? What's going to happen next? Are we going to be okay? Yep, we sure are. Now, if you look at our bag, there is a little bit of drops that have fallen. And I think that's actually very important to bring up because we don't have to be brave 100% of the time. It doesn't mean that because we're brave, we can't be scared or we can't have anxiety or we can't have worries about what's going on. This is a scary time, and that is completely understandable. But yet this bag, which is you and all your resiliency, it hasn't broken. I mean, it's attached, it's holding itself together, and it's gonna pull through, just like all of us are. Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I'll see you here all next week for another episode of Fearless Fridays. And just know that we will get through all this together, and just hang in there, girl power. I'll see y'all next week. Bye! Okay, now I'm gonna fill you guys up with some bravery,